Hey Psy guys, Cyanide B here, and welcome to another video. Today, I just kind of want to talk some shit and play some Slitherio. Hope that's cool with you guys. This is Slitherio. If you're not familiar with this game, you're a little snaky doodad trying to eat other snaky doodads. And I use the Cyclops friend, and my name is Cyclops, so if you're ever playing this game and you see me, please don't kill me, like, let's work together. Today I just kind of wanted to talk about— oh fuck, there's a big boy. Oh, oof. That would have been shit if I died, like, straight away. Oh, this guy's trying to kill me, what an asshole. See, they try to, like, trap you. Oh, I got killed by a daddy Cyclops. It's a pretty shit score. I kind of wanted to talk about depression as a whole. I know that's a little bit of a controversial subject, but trigger warning. My personal experience with depression, I can't really complain too much because I am so fortunate. I am so fortunate to live in a country where mental health is taken relatively seriously. Ooh. Hey Shrek. Whoa. He was too happy I couldn't kill him. I'm fortunate enough to live in Australia where mental health is taken seriously, and healthcare is oftentimes free. There are a lot of free clinics you can go to. There's free therapy. Our medications aren't crazy expensive. It's really easy to get taken seriously if you do have a mental health problem. The hardest thing about having a mental health issue in my country is getting help and accepting it. And that's the saddest thing about depression. See, it's one of those illnesses— ooh, hello. Oof! That guy's brutal. Saddest thing about depression and illnesses like depression, like other mental disorders, like eating disorders, is that it's an illness where you don't want to get better. Sometimes. And that's the most dangerous thing about them. When you're depressed, all you want to do is lie in bed all day and be sad. And all you want to do is just do fuck all, and, you know, you're not happy, but you're kind of content. You're stuck in that little vibe there. And I find that so sad, especially Australians that suffer from depression, where it is taken so seriously. We have all of these tools. We have, you know, rehab centers that are pretty much free to go to if you have depression and whatever, and there are therapists. You've got Headspace. You can see people for free. And our medications aren't crazy. Like, I'm on antidepressants, and it costs me literally like $20 a month. Like, it's nothing. Oh! Shit, man. And yeah, especially with men, I find it so sad. Like, obviously it doesn't have to be only men. Oh, I'm really sucking today. It's because I'm trying to talk at the same time. Especially with men, they feel like, you know, it's kind of a pussy thing to do, to go and ask for help. But in my opinion, it's actually really hard to ask for help. Like, that's quite a difficult thing to do, especially if you do have some ego or some preconceived notions about depression. It's a difficult thing to do. People think, oh, it's the easy way out, or I'm, you know, a coward, or I'm not brave if I ask for help. But the thing is, like, because it's hard, that's actually the bravest thing you can do, is to ask for help. Make that move and make that phone call and ask for help, and actually say to a doctor, hey, look, I think I have a problem. And even when some people do get help, like an ex-girlfriend of mine had very, very severe depression. Eventually go to doctors and therapists about it, but she wouldn't actually, like, open up to them properly. Like, she'd go in and she just, like, wouldn't tell them shit. It's a big step to actually go and get that help, but it's even harder to open up to who's essentially a stranger about your feelings and your problems, especially if you're a bit ashamed or embarrassed, which is really common with depression, which is so sad. Like, people are shameful about their depression. They feel kind of, you know, ashamed of it, like it's a weakness. They feel weak. But it's like, you don't understand that the strongest thing you can be doing is opening up and telling someone, well, that's a fucking hard thing to do. Like, that's a strong thing to do. The reason I'm making this video today is because I've been having a really, really tough time this last week. And that's because I had a little mix-up with my medication. And it was this whole thing anyway. I just didn't find them for a few days. And normally when I don't take my meds for a few days, like if I forget to buy them or something, I normally have a massive breakdown on like the second day after taking them. it's the second day or the first day or the third day, something like that. And that's part of the withdrawals from the medications as well. I'm not on a big dose or anything, but it is still quite a change in your body if you're used to taking something every single day and then you don't take it for a couple of days. It's a shock to the system. So I find I usually have some sort of manic breakdown. Oh, fuck me. So hungry. And I didn't have that this time. So it had been 2 or 3 days and I was doing fine. Like, I didn't feel bad at all. And I started thinking like, oh, Big Mama just died. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, whoop. Shit. And I was doing fine. It had been a week and I was still doing okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe, you know, I don't need to take this medication anymore. Maybe I'm doing all right. Because I had a few years break from my meds when I was younger. And I just went back on them at the beginning of last year because my depression was getting really bad again. But I was off them for years and I was okay for most of that time. Oh yeah, that's it. That's my kill. You stay the fuck away from it. That's mine, you bitch. You bitch. Well, I'm gonna get your kill then. And, oh my god, this guy's so aggressive! Fuck you, Iceberg! Global warming, that's great! So, and I had a massive fucking breakdown. Like, well, it started out a bit slow. Like, it started one morning I woke up, and before I, like, have breakfast and my cigarette and that, I shouldn't be able to talk to anyone because I can get pretty grumpy. And I know that, and I don't usually, like, text people or talk to anyone or anything before I'm kind of, you know, I've woken up properly and then I'm fine. And my friend had texted me, and it wasn't even anything that was a big deal, but I got, like, really upset about it, and I, like, was really rude about it, I guess. I mean, I don't want to say rude, but, like, I took it really personally, the shit she was saying, and, like, got real upset about it, which was quite out of character. And then she was kind of like, oh, hey, like, what the fuck's up? And she knows, like, you know, I didn't tell anyone that I was off my meds, because I knew when I told someone, they'd just be like, why the fuck aren't you on your meds? Oh, baby, give me that corpse. Yeah, that's it. Fuck yeah. Give me your corpse, baby. Oh, yes. I'm quite a respectable Cyclops now. This is a dangerous situation. I'm, like, boxed in by several snakes. Oof! Another big boy. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. So many people are dying here. This is great. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, why are there so many corpses? This is fabulous. Oh no! That's a pretty good score. Anyway, so yeah, she didn't really react when I sassed her, which is pretty her, because normally she won't react to that stuff because she knows I'm just in a mood or whatever. She won't be like, oh, you bitch, what are you doing? She was like, okay, that's fine, like, we'll sort this out. Like, she was real calm about it. And then when I saw her, I was like, hey, so I've been off my meds for a week. That's why I've been a bit nuts. Oh, fuck! And she was like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you not on your meds? What are you talking about? Because she's seen me when I've been off them for a couple of days and just been, like, a mess on the floor, just crying. And then I decided to find them, and, like, that day, I was feeling alright that day. I was just trying to keep real busy, and that turned into me seriously being in bed all day, just crying and crying and crying. And I was so exhausted because my sleep's been really bad since I've been off them, because I just get horrible nightmares and I can't sleep, and it's a whole, oh, hello. It's a whole thing. Oh, oh, oh. And I went into bed to just have a little nap. Like, I edited that, my last video, the one that came out, that gay quiz one. Like, I filmed that and edited that. That was that day. That's why I looked so fucked. I still look a bit fucked today, but that's because I'm not wearing makeup, sorry. And then after I edited that, I went to have a nap, and I couldn't sleep, and I just started crying, and I just started crying, and I just kept crying for hours, and it was so bad. And I was like, shit, I have to find these. But when you're depressed, like, that's why I just hadn't bothered finding the meds before, because I was feeling okay. And then when I started feeling bad, like, you can't do shit when you feel bad. So I'm messaging my friends. I'm like, can you please come help me? Ooh, that was a good kill. And thankfully, I had support. Like, 2 of my closest friends helped me find them. They were in the boot of my car for some fucking reason. And I was freaking out because I was like, oh, if I don't have them, then I'm going to have to go to the pharmacy and they're not going to fill my script because I just got it filled. And that this week is the longest I have ever been off my meds since I first went back on them last year, and I had forgotten just how horrible it is. It is truly, truly horrible. And I wouldn't even say my depression is like, you know, the worst depression ever. But God, I forgot just how fucked it is. I mean, not able to do anything, just lying in bed, just crying, and nothing's wrong. Like, nothing's even wrong, you know? Really. I mean, you know, everyone's got their little problems and stuff. I certainly do. But, you know, that shit, you deal with it. And I was just so upset. I wasn't even upset about anything. Like, I wasn't even obsessing over anything and getting upset, like, oh my God, I really need money. I wasn't being like, oh my God, I'm having XYZ problem with XYZ person. It was literally just, I couldn't stop crying, and I was so sad. Like, my heart hurt. Like, you know, when you're heartbroken, kind of, like, you get that pain in your chest, just that sadness, that just kind of inescapable, just full on sadness. You can't feel anything else. Like, that is, nobody should feel like that. Nobody should ever feel like that. For no reason. I mean, if something really sad happens, of course it's important to feel sadness. It's an important emotion that we should all feel when we need to, when something bad happens. If you don't feel sad, then that's, you know, that's weird. You should feel sad when bad things happen. But no one should have to go through feeling like that every fucking day when nothing's even wrong. It's awful. Oh shit. And that's why it kind of prompted me to make this video, because I want people to know, if you're someone that suffers from depression, you don't have to feel like that. You don't have to feel like that. You shouldn't have to deal with that. And it's nothing about being weak or being, you know, not brave or anything like that, getting help, because it's the bravest thing ever to get help. And think about the quality of life that you could be having if you do. And I am very fortunate in the way that I live in a country where mental health is taken quite seriously, and medical help is free and easy to get for Australian citizens. But you shouldn't have to feel that way, and it's not as simple as just, oh, well, you know, cheer up, do things that make you happy, XYZ. Like, those things are good tools that can help you when you're feeling bad. But when you have a chemical imbalance in your brain, it's the same as having cancer. Like, you can't just be like, stop having cancer. Just stop having cancer. That's like the same shit as saying someone with depression to cheer up. Like, it just doesn't work that way. Because it's a medical thing for most people. And I know with me, the medicine that I take, it's not like it makes me feel numb or I don't feel emotions. It literally just fixes the chemical imbalance that's in my brain that makes me feel sad all the time. You know, I'm still me, I still have the same emotions, and of course I still get sad when sad things happen, which you should, of course. But yeah, like, it's just something that no one should have to go through. I'm gonna kind of kill a big dude. I get off on that. Ellen Degenerate. Hey, Ellen. Oh, you got me. Yeah. I'm sure I have more points to make. That's just kind of what I've been feeling like, because it's been so long since I felt that awful, and I just can't imagine what it feels like for people that don't have access to that help or just haven't gotten help for whatever reason. It's so important. You gotta try and you gotta want it, you know? Like, with my ex, I was talking about, the only reason she went to therapists and stuff is because I nagged her to. She didn't actually want to get better, and that's why she didn't. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, sorry, Mum. Hey! It's my kill, you son of a bitch. Dang it. And yeah, it's just one of those things, you know? It's important to put that out there for anyone that's subscribed to me or that likes Slitherio. You clicked on this video. If you're feeling something that's not normal, if you feel sad all the time when nothing sad is happening, if you feel kind of manic and crazy all the time when nothing really exciting is happening, then it's really important to at least talk to a doctor about it or someone that you trust, because it's not normal and your life doesn't have to be like that. So I hope that this video wasn't just stupid rambling things that you already knew. I hope you know, if literally like one person that watches this video gets something out of it, then, you know, that would be fucking awesome. And since I know I don't have like the biggest following ever, I have like a pretty fucking tiny following, but all the same, if I can help one person, you know, realize that maybe they should get help, or if you have a friend you think needs help, could, I don't know, show them this video. Or at least speak to them, just say, hey, how are you going? Like, that's all it takes, just to ask how someone's doing and really mean it. Like, not just like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, you actually look them in the eye and you say, hey, is everything okay though? Like, how are you coping? Like, what's going on? I've noticed, like my friend did with me. I mean, she's aware of my depression and my situation, but she knew straight away, and she was like, hey, like, that was really out of character, those things that you were, you know, saying to me the other day. Is everything all right? And that's all it takes. And then I was just like, not really, no. And I needed that. Like, I needed my friends to kind of help me there, because I can't help myself when I'm depressed. And it was really hard for me. Like, I rang my other friend and I was like, can you please come over tomorrow, because I really need help. And it's hard for me to ask for help, but I was like, I need help. I need someone to help me find these, because I can't do it, because I can't get out of bed. And I can't stop crying, so I can't even drive to the pharmacy if I need to. And I need your help. And it's really important to ask for help, and that was hard for me. But, you know, if I hadn't done that, I'd be fucked. Like, I'd still be fucked. And I mean, I'm still, like, adjusting, obviously, sorry. But yeah, I just think it's so important. So, sorry for rambling, and I'm still rambling. And yeah, I hope everyone is so happy today. I hope you all have a really amazing day or an awesome night, and I hope that you don't feel sad. And yeah, I hope that you guys are all good and that you don't have depression. But if you do, that's okay, because you can help that, and you can do things to help that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Leave me a comment, because I thrive on the validation of strangers, and stay happy.